This is 7 National News, and in our top story. The second phase of Dubai Healthcare City was launched by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, on Wednesday. According to the Emirates news agency WAM, the project, which will cost between 3 to 5 billion dirhams, will expand Dubai Healthcare City by 22 million square feet, where 25% of the allotted land has been allocated for medical services and 25% for hospitality and retail. The Deputy Chairperson of the Dubai Healthcare City Authority, Raja Isa Al Ghurg, briefed His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and the Deputy Ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, on the details of the project, as well as the future projects that will be carried out over the next 5 years. This will include the Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum College for Medical Sciences and Dentistry and an advanced first aid section. Additionally, the second phase of Dubai Healthcare City will include the Nashami Healthcare Project that will stretch over a space of 2.4 million square feet with the capacity to receive 20,000 people. It will include retail stores, hospitality and leisure facilities, as well as rehabilitation facilities that will overlook a waterfront. Al Ghurg was quoted as saying that the second phase is in line with the UAE Vision 2021 and Dubai Plan 2021 and will also enhance the UAE's reputation as an investment destination in the field of healthcare and medical tourism. And the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has toured the International Emergency and Catastrophe Management Conference and Exhibition and the Dubai International Humanitarian Aid and Development Exhibition. The events, running under the supervision of the UN at the Dubai World Trade Center, saw the participation of 66 countries, including the UAE. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and his accompanying delegation toured the exhibitions and were briefed on a number of pavilions of humanitarian and relief missions and charitable works being carried out for people across the world who are affected by natural disasters, homelessness, hunger and other calamities. Pupils will no longer be able to choose between streams of study after a unified curriculum placing more emphasis on science subjects is introduced this year. The move to a single curriculum will produce graduates who are better suited to the demands of the country's labour market. That's according to the Abu Dhabi Education Council, who added that science, technology, engineering and maths, also known as STEM subjects, will make up nearly 50% of a unified state school curriculum for years 10 to 12. Previously, pupils entering Year 11 have had to choose between science or humanities, which they study until graduation. Last year, according to statistics quoted in local reports by Dr. Aladdin Ali, the ADEC Head of Knowledge Management, 79% chose humanities, which includes less complex maths and sciences. Dr. Ali stated in the report that the revised curriculum would also better prepare graduates to enter university without having to go through the foundation year, which will be scrapped by federal universities in the 2017-18 academic year. The unified system will be introduced for Year 11 pupils in August and to Year 12 pupils at the start of the 2016-17 academic year. A campaign to introduce the public to the traffic points reduction program has been launched by the Ministry of Interior with the assistance of the Police Follow-up Department. The campaign is part of the framework that aims to spread awareness regarding the reduction of black points. In a local report, Lieutenant Colonel Al Khayli, the head of the Police Follow-up Department, was quoted as saying that the program provides an opportunity for all drivers with traffic points to benefit from the Ministry of Interior's program to reduce them. He added that the program is for those who have not yet exceeded the cumulative limit of 23 black points and for those who wish not to reach the cumulative limit. The department is seeking registration applications to submitted by drivers who have exceeded the limit of black points and will answer queries regarding the requirements to redeem revoked driving licenses. Currently, according to traffic regulations, when a driver exceeds the limit of 23 points, the license is revoked. Dubai Ambulance has launched a special vehicle for cyclists who encounter trouble and need assistance in the desert. The 6-wheel vehicle, called Desert Responder, is set to be the first of its kind in the region and caters specifically to cyclists. Officials quoted in local reports stated that 2 have been produced so far and are being used in addition to 4x4 ambulances. The vehicle has a cycle rack attached to its front and tyres that can adapt to the rough desert ground. Cycling accidents are common in the country, according to the report, with accidents occurring recently as part of a UAE tour from Fujairah to Dubai. Cyclists experiencing issues in the desert were urged to call the service on 998. The Sharjah Investment and Development Authority, Shurooq, has launched the 9th Sharjah Food Festival, showcasing new venues and participation of internationally acclaimed chefs, featuring many competitions and entertainment activities for families and residents to enjoy. Commenting on this year's food festival, the head of events, Shurooq, Fatima Ash-Shawayhi, said that the festival's expansion with new locations and exciting activities is in response to previous festivals' increasing number of visitors, and its aim is to ensure that all Sharjah residents and visitors have access to the festival. Ash-Shawayhi stated that Shurooq is motivated to introduce the festival with a new look, including the participation of a large number of celebrated and internationally acclaimed chefs who will reveal the latest culinary arts at the festival. According to Shurooq, this year the 11-day festival, ending on the 4th of April, will be held in Al-Kasbah, Al-Majaz waterfront, heart of Sharjah, and Al-Muntaza locations in Sharjah, which was formerly held solely at Al-Kasbah. Organisers attending the food festival added that families visiting Al-Kasbah will be treated to a selection of activities, including cooking competitions designed for families, government employees, and art, sport, and media celebrities. Furthermore, Al-Kasbah will host 20 stands displaying exotic cuisines from around the world.
Today, the Sharjah Food Festival 2015 is starting in a different way after 9 years of being the Al-Kasbah Food Festival. It's being in a bigger way by being in 4 destinations such as Al-Kasbah, Al-Majaz waterfront, Al-Muntaza, and heart of Sharjah. Each destinations of those having different activities and events celebrating the festival in a different way, especially during this year. Sharjah been chosen as the capital of Arab tourism 2015, and during this event we are highlighting Sharjah as a destination which hosts big events, and it's a place for leisure and tourism at the same time.
And finally, in the bulletin, Liwa Desert will once again play host to one of the most prestigious motorsport competitions held in the country, as the stage is all set for the 25th edition of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. At a press conference, organisers and the participants announced their preparations ahead of the competition, which begins on the 29th of March until the 2nd of April. Some of the best motorsport stars will be taking part in the event, raising the magnitude for the 25th edition of the capital's Desert Challenge. Aside from celebrating the 25th anniversary, the race kicks off on Sunday after being recently declared as the top cross-country rally of the FIA World Cup. It promises to be an intense clash among the riders throughout the 5 stages of the race, which is also the second round of this year's FIA World Cup for cross-country rallies, with the drivers aiming for a strong start to the season. Commenting on the expectations of the event, President of Automobile and Touring Club of the UAE stated that the Desert Challenge has come a long way since its inception in 1991. Describing it as a small idea that was written on a napkin, the competition is now an important part of the World Cup and attracts the big names from the world of motorsport.
The idea, when I said before it was in a napkin, but then I wrote it. And then I went in 1999 to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and he was playing tennis. And he looked at me when he finished and he said, "You have something?" He said, "Yes, Your Highness." He said, "What?" I said, "An event would suit our terrain." And he said, "Where are you going with this event?" I said, "To the World Cup." And he looked at me, and the trust was there, credibility. So he said, "Go ahead," and he gave me his support, and that was the seed. Then in '92 we took it to Abu Dhabi, and then in '93 we became part of the World Cup, and then in '95 we introduced the motorcycles, which was a big step for us. Even we didn't have a representative for the Federation of the motorcycle, and we took the permission from Kuwait. Then we took the representative here in '99, and look where it is.
Motorsport enthusiasts should be looking forward to a bitter rivalry between the 2008 winner in the auto category, Nasser Attiyah, who will once again face off against the newcomer to the format, Sheikh Khalid Al-Qasimi. With intentions of getting a new experience, Al-Qasimi is confident for a strong display. Sam Sunderland from KTM Racing Team is another figure looking to seal a spot on the list of past winners in the motorbike category and eventually reinstate KTM Racing Team's supremacy in the Desert Challenge. Meanwhile, Paulo Goncalves, who broke the KTM's 13-year winning streak, expects to pose a stronger challenge to defend his title.
It's a completely different challenge. Over here, you are competing in a desert terrain. It's a cross country. You don't have a co-driver. You have a co-driver, but will not read every 100 meter lot of notes. It's more into description of what's been given to the organizer, GPS, a lot of a new technique, completely different car, different philosophy. I will not say advantage. I would say the only thing I think I will look at it from my perspective is I can read the desert being in my terrain.
The last 2 years I've been close and had an issue on day 4, both 2 years in a row. I've been leading the rally until day 4. Hopefully this year I can make it till day 5. There's a small change in the start order for day 1, which is going to affect me quite badly. So I'll lose a bit of time there, but we'll see. I hopefully have a safe race and everything goes according to plan, and we'll see where we are at the end of the week. The team have, they've won the Dakar Rally for the last 13, 14 years in a row, and I've got a great team behind me. I've got Mark, who's won this race 7 times in the past. So yeah, I've got great people around me, and I just look forward to starting a new championship and hopefully have a good result here and carry on to the remaining rounds, and building towards the Dakar. The Dakar is the main race of the year for us, and yeah, so start off with a race in my home country in UAE is awesome for me. It's perfect. I don't have to travel, and obviously I've got experience here in the dunes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Last year we have exciting fights with Mark, and finally I beat him and I won the race last year. It's a really important race for me. It's my first victory here in the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. So this year my goal is the same last year, try achieve the victory. I will try fight for the victory every day. I know it's really difficult because here especially here we have all the Dakar riders, the top riders to competing here.